I really don't know what to say. This is going to be a really short live because suddenly, suddenly, just hit the brakes on all of our chaos and everything. And it's like tomorrow, as if nothing ever happened. The kids are going back to school. Everything's open. We went from like 0 to 100%. Uh, Everybody's agreed to a ceasefire. There's actually been no rockets, missiles, and I don't think any Israeli air activity in Iran for hours, since 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's now 10 o'clock at night. And we are all in like utter shock. And of course, this comes after the drama of last night. I mean, it's like we go from drama to drama. Like last night, breaking news suddenly at like 8 o'clock at night, 8:30. Iran is launching its attack on America, and is it going to be this big attack where America has to respond, or is it going to be just this symbolic attack? And of course, they shot at like an empty airbase in Qatar, and killed nobody. And so the US was like, all right, we'll let you get away with it. So then Israel goes pounding Iran, like goes back to that. And we woke up to, well, I mean, all right. So we go to bed to this whole thing about that America has been hit by Iran. And that was the big news. In fact, it changed all the news that I was going to talk about last night in my live. And well, it didn't change it, it just preempted it. And actually, a bunch of what I was going to say was analysis on what they would do, what Iran would do. Will they respond like this? And if they do, how will the US respond? And then again, we hear like innocent little babes just go to sleep at night, not knowing what is going to await us and what awaits us in the morning. And sure enough, we wake up, ceasefire. There's a ceasefire at the same time. All right. So we're hearing, no, sorry. We wake up to sirens or to alerts that there are going to be sirens. So I pick up my phone. It's like 5 a.m. or something. I'm like, what? And then it's like ceasefire. But wait, I just got an alert for rockets. So as per usual, because this is what happens. I mean, if you don't live in the Middle East, and like Trump doesn't live in the Middle East, so he doesn't know this. But if you live in the Middle East, you know that the moments before a ceasefire are the most dangerous times, because that's when everybody's got to get it out of their systems before. So whether you're in Tehran or you're somewhere in Israel indiscriminately, then that you are in danger right before the ceasefire. So the ceasefire was supposed to go into effect at 7 a.m. So between 5 to 7, it was like alert after alert after alert. And at 7:10, the last missile landed. Unfortunately, in that first barrage, one of the missiles hit an apartment building in Beersheba, which is in the south, absolutely obliterated it and killed at least 5 people. And they were even in their shelter. But as much as the shelters save you if the building collapses around you, it does not save you from a direct hit from this, 2-ton or whatever it is, ballistic missile that is rocketing across several 1,000 miles and several countries and whatever. So there were victims there, 5 victims at least. I don't know if anybody's still trapped, but there was a big rescue operation. And then Israel, of course, used all of its couple hours at the end there to just go and obliterate whatever they could in the last couple of minutes. Then at 10 a.m., Iran launches, the Islamic regime launches a missile at Israel, another one, and a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 or something. They in the north, and no damage, no nothing. So it was like, okay, so and then that was it. So that's where we're at now. And then we spent the rest of the day and like kind of like, okay, are they going to abide by it? Is it going to hold? Because many times we will go through the day with no alerts, but then the alerts come at night. So I guess maybe they still might come at night actually, but it kind of feels like so I don't even know what to tell you. All I can tell you is people on this side of the world are so tired. I'm not going to do a long live tonight because I can't trust how I'm even going to speak, because we're just like, we're so tired and we're in such shock. So I literally just sat there. A friend had a birthday party, or a birthday. Sorry, I don't want to say a birthday party because there was no partying, but we went over there with cake and pizza and whatever, just to at least so she could mark the day. And at the end, I was like, do you realize this might be a ceasefire party, not a birthday party? But anyway, yeah, so we're all in this odd thing as we're sitting there, pizza and cake. And, suddenly we're like, oh, wait, there's school tomorrow? There's really going to be school tomorrow? Like, nobody believes it. Like, I can't believe it. And after this, where we're running on adrenaline all day long, staying up to like midnight at least, kids staying up till midnight, and then finally like crashing into bed. And then of course they sleep until 10, 11, 12. They have to go to school tomorrow. And wait, I have to wake up and make them lunch and get them to school tomorrow. Like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I need a little, like, we don't go from 100 to 0 and then from 0 to 100. We just can't do this. It's crazy. And all for what? School ends on the 30th. So there's like 3 days left of school. So like, what did you do? Like, good for you. So anyway, apparently that's it. I mean, if I just go through all of Trump's quotes, in the last, I mean, I was reading all of his posts, say, about the ceasefire and getting, he said there's going to be no more fighting. They're not going to fight anymore. Just like it was bizarre. You know what? Let me get some of them because I was just in shock. And then the best is he just dropped the F-bomb when he was talking to a reporter. Okay, June 23rd. So it must be. And when did these crazy things start coming in? I cannot even believe it. Probably the 24th. Okay. This one. Here's one. It's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? And then, let me go down a little bit here. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, this is all right. So starting this morning for us at 105 in the morning, by the way, when we were, I think, sleeping, because I don't think I saw the news at night. I can't remember. He says, congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war, so I guess he named it, will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful on the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will. I would like to congratulate both countries on having the stamina, the courage, the intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America. And God bless the world. And then he says, Israel and Iran came to me almost simultaneously and said, peace, all caps. I knew the time was now. The world and the Middle East are real winners. Both nations will see tremendous love, peace, and prosperity in their futures. They have so much to gain and yet so much to lose if they stray from the road of righteousness and truth. The future for Israel and Iran is unlimited and filled with great promise. I can't believe it. Okay. And then after there were a couple of missiles, he writes, the ceasefire, all caps, the ceasefire is caps lock, by the way, is now in effect. Please do not violate it. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. All right. That's it for the official quotes. And oh, by the way, Laura, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. I can't say you're going to get very informed from this one because we're shot. Like, I have no idea. He later, President Trump actually said, that they've been fighting for so long. So this reporter, they've been fighting for so long, they don't know what the F they're doing. And so anyway, so this is like, now, all right, all of Trump aside, Iran probably is thrilled that this is over. And I think that they were simply, the missiles were just in response to what Israel was doing. Israel is saying that it has achieved its military objectives, which is that there will not be a nuclear Iran and a few other things. But they said, but at the same time, and they said, like, all right, so not the nuclear weapons. And, what did they say? They destroyed the missile launchers, stuff like that. Lucas, why are you looking at me? Do you have a question?
And I'm going to give you your phone. I was waiting for the videos to send.
Oh, okay, fine. I thought you were going to ask me a question. I'm like, don't ask me a question about this war because I don't know what to tell you. And then Laura, thank you very much. That's funny. I honestly, you know what you really should do, and I've been meaning to say this, is that okay. Did you send it from my phone? Oh, you sent it to yourself.
She's an idiot.
No, she's nuts. She wants, our cat is in a state of war. And Ohan says, I don't know if it's a bluff again. Exactly. And nobody trusts anything. Like, so Raya's like, oh, you're going to wake me up for school tomorrow. And I was like, she said, are you going to drive me to school tomorrow? And I said, Raya, let's talk tomorrow. Like, let's make sure that this is actually going to happen. Now, I'm not actually worried that we're going to wake up to rockets and missiles. Like, I don't think so. You don't think so either, right? But yeah, it does feel like we're getting jerked around. Like we got jerked around a lot. So for Israel's part, so let me get back to what I think is for me. So here's my analysis. Okay, so I'm no details as far as like what Israel is saying, and I'm not, Iran is claiming victory, Israel's claiming victory, blah blah blah. You can imagine, but let's. I'm going to tell you my analysis. My analysis is, unfortunately, no matter what you thought of either Israel's military operations or Iran's, the losers here are the Iranian people, because there has not been maybe enough weakening to implement a regime change. And so they're the ones who are going to suffer. Speaking with some Israelis today, and I said, well, don't you think it's unfortunate that it didn't go, that it didn't get to the point where, and they said, well, it's not our responsibility to change another person's leaders. Like, I don't want, she said, I don't want Netanyahu as my prime minister, but do I expect like another country to change the leadership here? No. So why should we be expected to change the leadership there? And I was like, okay, but like, if you're going to start it, you're going to like poke the hornet's nest. You might as well like make sure, because all right, so they're not going to have nuclear weapons, maybe. I don't know that for sure, but like, so the Ayatollahs aren't going to have nuclear weapons, but they're still going to pursue their theology, which does involve, that Israel does not exist. And it also, their theocracy is also just horrible for their people. The laws that they have to abide by and just so easily get thrown in jail and also executed. So, I mean, thousands of people are executed on a daily basis. No, on a yearly basis. Sorry, the cat is just losing it right now. So anyway, let me see some comments here. Yeah, Ohan with the, is it a bluff again? I give up. We have woken up to new news all the time. Cindy says, hi from New York, 95 degrees. Hope you're keeping cool. No, we're not keeping here. It is not cool. It's really hot. I don't know what it was, but it was really hot today. And we in the Middle East, there are no such thing as also cool heads. As well as cool temps. So definitely not. And Sarah, oh my gosh, good to see you. One day at a time. Sweet Jesus, I can't even imagine living in such an unknown. Oh my God. So yeah, to borrow like phrasing from Churchill, the only thing that is certain is uncertainty itself. Like seriously. So the fact that there is school tomorrow, I'm not certain about that. I'm not planning on it. I think I had said yesterday, I said I'm going to have like a virtual graduation ceremony for my daughter whose graduation, got canceled. But now it might be back on again. Who knows? Because now we have a couple of days left in the school year. So maybe they'll do that again. But I don't want to get my hopes up and I don't want to plan on it. Did we want to go visit my family in America this summer? Yes, we did. But I'm definitely not going to plan on that because they're still evacuating, although it's no longer an evacuation, foreigners, and still getting Israelis back who were stranded overseas. So it's absolute insanity. My parents are stranded here, but now they should be able to get out just fine. And like nothing ever happened. And like the skies were never closed. The skies are now open, like no big deal. So it's a bit bizarre to go from like 100 miles per hour to zero, like in just a couple of seconds. But that is exactly what we did. And we're all a little bit like lost today, literally, like everybody talks to is just like, I don't know what to think about this. Like we got so used to it, also you hear a sound outside, like some kind of thud, like maybe somebody slamming their car door and you're like, oh, was that an interception? Was that a missile? What was that? And it's going to be like that. And also everybody was saying, well, what are we going to do? Like I haven't set my alarm for days because instead I get an alert on my phone and that's when I get up. So, everybody's just a little bit like, all right, whatever. It'll take a little while. Let me see. What is Ohan saying here? What's the what between a politician and a lawyer and a sperm? Yes, the answer is 1 of a million makes a human being. Yes, that is, that's a good one. That's a good one. Tony's laughing at you too, by the way. All right. Well, guys, like I said, I'm not even going to belabor this. So except to tell you, go watch the video, the interview I did with Zohre Mizrahi. Let me get the link because that is what you should do. Then you will get something intelligent because right now I can't speak intelligently. Let me put this link. Hold on. I'm getting it. All right. Yes. Now she is an Iranian expat oh, wait. Sorry, let me get this. Because I'm in I'm in a different program. It's like speaking a different language, like copy, paste this, that, whatever. Okay. So this video here that I just put, I don't know if it went in YouTube or Facebook. Tony, can you put it in Facebook for me, please. The one with Zohre, the last one. So, um, oh my gosh, wait. Sabrina, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Sabrina says, you're the only news source I believe these days. Oh my God. Thank you. That's so meaningful. And but in any case, you should also go check other news sources. Just make sure I'm okay because I'm so tired. God knows what I'm saying. And Tammy, 92 degrees there. Oh my gosh. I think we had 90 something here today. It was blazing and humid. And Kim, hope you get some restorative sleep. Yeah. Oh, I hope so too. Let's go see. I don't know. It's like we were so hyped up, we couldn't even sleep most of the time. Like your adrenaline's running to like 2 in the morning. Oh, thank you. So Tony put the YouTube link in Facebook. I think I put it in YouTube. And so you guys, but you should check it out because, all right, so I interviewed this woman who is, and I met her a couple of years ago. She's an Iranian national, but lives in the US. And she talks about like I said, the biggest, this was before the ceasefire, that basically that this has to lead to regime change. The Iranian people need a change. They need new leadership. They need democracy. They need freedom. And so her message there was just so strong and amazing. And so that would be what you should watch next for your news source, because that's like the true heart and cry of the people in Iran. She's still in touch with people there. And they were saying basically like the Israelis are saving us. And I mean, which was, it's crazy because when you see the war in Gaza, you don't see anybody on the Palestinian side are saying like, oh, the Israelis are saving us. No, they're calling it everything but. There are still actually hundreds of people dying in Gaza each week because of this war. But this is the opposite. Like the Iranian people were actually saying Israel is saving us, and they were hoping that it would lead to the downfall of the government, but perhaps it didn't go far enough. So anyway, that is a really important interview that I haven't yet posted to my channels, but I would say go watch that. And what the heck, 110 degrees in New York? Wow, my parents should be glad they're stranded here. And yeah, thank you, Marsha. I think I will say hi for you. They are they're still stranded and they will make it back safely. And I think this is the moment they were waiting for, to not have to hassle and like try to go through like, Jordan or Egypt, like drive to the border, go through a land crossing, whatever. They probably will get a flight and we will see. Oh my God.
The link works.
Okay, Tony wants to know if any of you are watching from Facebook to check the link that he put for the YouTube. And I will ask you to watch it, guys, because I need my watch hours on YouTube to go up. That would really help my channel, actually. I was just applying for like a partner program on YouTube, and it said that you need more watch hours. I need like thousands more watch hours. I'm like, what does that mean? But anyway, so if you could do that, it'd be awesome. So I love it. So Elora and Sarah, both from my college days, are saying hi to each other in this chat. That's awesome. So, all right. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed, guys. That's it. This is it for my live. I am not alive now. I'm going to ease right out of this. Tomorrow, I think I want to go back over some of the things that I was going to show you, like some insane video of a car cam of a guy driving right by a missile. She said, Elora said she can't click it.
So there's maybe a prompt to do it on Facebook Live.
All right, I'll put it on my Facebook page for sure. I don't know. Tony said he thinks there might be a problem with that. Okay, so anyway, I want to show you guys the video. Oh my gosh, another ORU person, Christy McIntyre, Leffingwell. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Wow. So I've got people from my Jerusalem days here. I got people from my ORU days, and I got my family, and then like just other like Kim would be Jerusalem, Ohan be Jerusalem. It's just amazing. Anyway, that's so cool. All right. I will. Oh, and Nicole, I miss Nicole. Hey, Nicole. Okay, so everybody's saying that the interview link is not working, and they're mostly on Facebook.
Yeah, the link you posted on your YouTube is fine.
Okay, Tammy asked a really good question, which I took for granted here. Part of the time, it sounds like the Gaza war and the Iranian war are the same war, but it was two separate wars. The Israel-Iran was much more, well, it was only 12 days. It was very consolidated and specific. Gaza is still going on since October 8th of last year, 2023, actually. There are still 50 hostages. And the ceasefire just had to do with Israel bombing Iran and Iran launching missiles at Israel. And what's happening in Gaza is unconnected to this. And there has been no movement and no talk of a ceasefire. It hasn't been in the news. I have to really scrape to find out what's going on in Gaza, and I live here a lot closer than you do. So it's that's just it's such a shame that we're not getting that news. It's such a shame that there's still these 50 hostages, and that that the Gazans are still living like, we're talking about like we lived in a state of uncertainty for 12 days. However, the Gazans are living in a state of uncertainty for almost 2 years now, and even looking at it, not just that their day-to-day is uncertain, but their long-term existence is uncertain. Like, will they be living there? Will they rebuild their house? How will they rebuild their house? I mean, entire swaths of Gaza are absolutely leveled to the ground. And, I think the army, the military has like about at least 30% control of the land there. They've created like 4 corridors that cut the Gaza Strip like east to west. So it's just such a tough like situation. Like there's like I don't know how that ends, and nobody else is in on it. Like Trump was all about Iran, but they're not whatever, he's not doing anything about this. So if Iran should change its regime, also Israel should, but Bibi, well, oh, come on. Ohan, these guys aren't voted in over there. That's a joke. So, yeah, it's a little bit different. People here, actually, there are actual elections here. Thank you, Kim. You said you watched the video with Zohre Mizrahi, and you said it was, yeah. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, she was. She's so knowledgeable, and also she is able to give us knowledge about the country and the culture that we don't have, not being Iranian ourselves. And hello to Stefan. I'm still going to get back to your message. Like, I have been going nonstop. And I was thinking about that today, and I'm like, I got to go back and listen to it because now I don't remember what you asked. Probably the answer is yes, but I don't remember 100%. Okay. And then, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but look at that. I just put Kim's comment there. Thank you. I'm going to leave it because it's great. I appreciate it. Okay, Elora, do you think there will be retaliation against the U.S.? By who? By Iran? Because they did their fake retaliation. They did their little symbolic, like, we're going to launch a couple missiles at an empty military base after we've warned everybody that we're going to do that. And so they did that. But do you think unless you're asking, do you think there'll be retaliation against, against the U.S.? Okay, so here's a possibility. And in all the interviews that I did with Iranians, they said that it's one thing what the country has itself, like what the on the ground country, like they've got their missiles, they've got their weapons and whatever, but perhaps more dangerous to us overseas is the IRGC, which is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, which has a network of, I don't know the number, if it's tens of thousands, that are overseas in different countries. And they are kidnapping dissidents. They're, trying to assassinate or kill. They have a drug trade. They do have terror attacks. So I do think that they have the possibility of lashing out at American or Israeli or Jewish interests overseas. And they've done it before. They did that in Argentina and Buenos Aires. They bombed a Jewish center there and killed many. So there is that kind of possibility. But I do think that they're weakened enough that they're going to calm down here in this region, and that I think that this probably will settle down for a while
Sleeper cells.
over here. Sleeper cells.
They're talking the States about it. So this is gonna.
Tony says sleeper cells in the States of the IRGC agents. And so that's a possibility. And that was always the thought of how they might possibly retaliate against Israel, because Israel had air superiority over Iran for the 12 days of this war. So anyway, great questions. This is fun. All right, but that's it. I'm going to go to bed now.
Maybe there's another question. Wait.
No. Yeah, because I think I have to drive kids to school tomorrow. I think. I'm not banking on it.
No, you're not. I'm banking on it.
Why? I have to go to work. I've got to drive to Netanya. I'm already traveling around the country again. So anyway, this has been fun. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. I actually felt like I'm going to not be able to say anything. And then we had great conversations. So I appreciate that. All right. So I will try. You know what? If you are watching on Facebook, check my page. I will put the link to this interview. And it's really, really worth watching because this woman is just so smart and knowledgeable about the situation and expresses it really well. And also, if you missed last night, I spoke with a Jewish Israeli woman here who works for Coexistence. And I had to ask her, do you, even after October 7th and even after, spoiler alert, her husband's cousin was kidnapped and executed by Hamas after October 7th. So despite her personal connection, just despite the personal impact of October 7th for her, she still has chosen to work for what she calls building shared spaces for a mixed society, which of course, here in Jerusalem and in Israel means Jews and Arabs living together and living together peacefully. So anyway, that was really cool. Anyway, she was very well spoken. Look at this. Tammy was almost one of with our alma mater, but you ended up going to BNC. Okay. All right. Well, this is awesome. And hello, Dino and Paul. Awesome, guys. I'm going to go, but I might be here tomorrow with some other information. Who knows? You never know what will happen by then.
Well, maybe the ceasefire will be broken.
The ceasefire. I know you're going to have to check back because who knows whether to believe this or not. I don't. All I know is there might be school in about 10 hours from now. All right.